the supernaturals, the forces of evil all around me. You know, they're sending me things after they murdered my dog, all trying to tell me how that they're turning all the angels evil, they said, through torture and death. They're stupid. Anyone believes that is a fool. Satan is death. You die because of Satan. And while you were here blessed by God, you should have lived and you should have loved life and enjoyed life. You shouldn't have let the government kill people through, like, there's a toxic waste dump in Brooks and people have kept hidden. They got people to smoke and they didn't tell people that it would kill them. They got people they put cocaine and they used to do in sodas. All these years, ever since I used to watch that Crying Indian commercial and cry when I was in 4th grade, they have did more despicable things to kill human beings. Then they killed all these poor animals. Now they got people killing people like dogs do and eating them. It has trickled down. And this was all because of Satan. And what did your tax dollars do? They gave the beast power to build weapons. That money, the majority of that money did not go to help you. It went into the people's pockets who served the Antichrist century after century till they could build hell on earth. And now that they've done this, this thing is actually my property trying to communicate, and it is a wimp. It's a carnival. It's an alien. And it gets upset if it can't get a rise out of me, like talking to me through blinking lights, having raccoons come up to me, skunks come right up to me. It gets upset if I ignore it. And then they send somebody they said it was affiliated with my husband's ex, to get in the garage and put my dog out there to be killed. Then they got this business down the street. People have had to kill me several times since then, with energy trucks, with shooting at my window. I had to call the police at least 10 times the past 2 years. Ever since that business got there, I never had to call them more than 3 times in the 25 years we lived in here. So there's some connection between that business, and it's linked to Amazon. And this is a conspiracy now to sacrifice everybody. After I noticed Obama got in and John Saul got affiliated with this Marvel comic group, and even the guy I used to like, that as a kid looked up to as Batman, he was probably even a part of this cult. This is an evil group that is into Satan. And they actually put John Saul's books in this Blue Water Group comics. William Shatner, who people thought murdered his wife. You don't know if he did. I've talked to him a couple times here at the horse show. These people are all a part of an empire, they call it. But you have to be fallen to be a link to the beast, which they think is running the world. You know, he was cast from heaven, so he's here. Those of us, like I was born, I knew of a heaven before, as soon as I got here. I was always looking at heaven, right in heaven, and people said I was connected to heaven. So that shows you I came from someplace great, and that would have been God, Almighty God. So all my life I've tried to keep that heaven connection with my God, while the world is kind of filled with all of these predators. And now I see only times I think I fell was either my curiosity or loneliness. And now I've come to see everything I was naturally born with, which is through the mind and heart of God, was true. This is a horrible place for angels or good people to live. It's a horrible place for children or sweet animals. When they murdered my little dog, Twinkles, they say she was really Jesus and that they really put my mom's soul in her. And then they show me a cat 2 days ago and say, oh, we put her in a cat. And then you don't know how bad they torture my dad. I wish I could write a book to tell you, because they won't stop. You can't imagine the things. And now they've got cars everywhere with bat plates, because they really think they're damning people and sending them to hell and turning them into what they call invisible bats. You see me being attacked in the doctor's office with something. They've even got space weapons now that are monsters. And one of them calls itself the Rock of Chewbacca. This is because these people opened, they said, a portal. They opened CERN because they're evil. But I can only say, those who think that evil is cool, you die. People that play with fire die young. And those of us now that are being attacked and murdered because we understand, suffer. And like, they're even threatening my all my relatives now, but the youngest ones, because I'm wise. And it's sad that that they were able to use technology, Hollywood, corporations to damn the world. Because if you look back years ago, the numbers for the television stations had 666 in them. They're in all the old album covers and a lot of horror movies. You will see hidden symbols of devil horns, most all the record releases. And you will see that they had to hide it, because when people really had virtue, everyone was saved.